Hi, and welcome to the Day Optimizer tutorial series. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a daily schedule. But first, what is a daily schedule and why do you need one? A daily schedule is when you take all the tasks, activities, and appointments you have to do in a day and schedule them at specific time slots. A daily schedule has all the benefits of a commitment list, which helps you narrow your focus to only what you need to work on today, as well as a time bucket, which helps you reason about your time by seeing how long things take, but has the added benefit of having you schedule things at specific time. This creates a time-based implementation intention, which research says makes you more likely to achieve your goals. Specifically, a start time gives you an objective trigger on when you need to be starting activity. If it's 10 o'clock and you said you were going to start marketing at 10 o'clock, it's hard to procrastinate and say you're not going to start it. This kind of nudges you and helps you avoid procrastination. Likewise, the end time provides this moment of mindfulness where you get to say, do I really need to keep working on this? Should I put it aside and work on something else? Or is this the most important thing in my day and I'm in the flow and I need to keep going? Finally, for advanced users, a day optimizer lets you block out your day so that you're aligning the tasks you need to do to your fluctuating energy levels throughout the day. So that way, if you're an early riser, you can do your analytical tasks in the morning and your creative tasks in the afternoon. Okay, so how do you actually create a scheduled day optimizer? Well, we're going to go to the Today screen, and you can see on the right-hand side, there's a thing called Daily Schedule. We're going to click Start Planning. Now, if you haven't yet, I recommend you watch how to build a commitment list or how to build a time bucket. That will explain these first two steps. So the first step is committing, where we select everything that we want to actually do today. On the left-hand side are options, the right-hand side is what we decide to do. So we're going to decide to pay our invoices, do our annual checkup, we're going to process emails, we're going to do some client work, we're going to exercise, take our vitamins, go to lunch, and meditate. And we're going to install the optimizer on a phone and return the item to the store. Okay, now that we have our commitment list, we're going to move to the second step. Again, this is the allocate step, which you've already seen if you've watched the how to create a time bucket video. In this case, we're going to allocate time. The annual checkup is going to be an hour, but it's going to take me 15 minutes to drive there and 15 minutes to drive back. So I'm going to allocate an hour and a half. Client work, we're going to do 2 sessions of an hour and a half each. Exercise half an hour. Installing the optimizer was only going to take 15 minutes. Pay invoices, half an hour. Process emails, half an hour. Returning the item to the store, I need to drive there. Might wind up doing some shopping. Let's do 45 minutes. And finally, I'm going to leave take vitamins blank, because as you'll see, this becomes something that we can just keep track of and not actually schedule. Now I move to the next screen, and on this screen I actually need to slot things into my day. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to come here and drop down the list and say, okay, I'm going to do some client work. Now though, I notice that my schedule started at 10 a.m. Today though, I'm going to start a little bit earlier, so I'm going to set my times. I'm going to say I'm going to work from 9 until 4 o'clock today. I click Save. And now that bumps down, and now I'm able to schedule something else in that 9 o'clock schedule. So I'm actually going to start off with some exercise, and then I'm going to check my emails. Then I'm going to jump into client work. At this point in time, we'll pay invoices. From there, we'll do lunch. We've got the annual checkup. Let's make sure we get that on our schedule. We're going to come here, put that in there. We'll do our second client session. And finally, we'll install Day Optimizer on our phone and meditate. Now, it looks like we don't have enough time to return that item to the store. So if it was really critical, what I could do is say, okay, I'm going to skip my annual checkup and return the item to the store. That's probably not what we want to do. So instead, what we're going to do is remove that, keep the annual checkup, and we're going to uncommit from returning the item to the store. This is if we never even committed to it on step 1. Okay, now that we have our final schedule, we're going to click Done, and now we have our schedule for the day. Next step for you is to watch the video using a daily schedule, which will teach you how to actually manage your day using this daily schedule and some of the features that the schedule dashboard helps you do.